Shabbat Shalom, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome members and guests. We begin our service with Birkot haShachar, page 148. Please rise.
ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהי למלך העולם אשר נתן לשכל ובינה להבחין בין יום ובין לילה.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני למלך העולם שעשני בצלמו.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני למלך העולם שעשני בן חורין.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני למלך העולם שעשני ישראל.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהי למלך העולם פוקח עברים.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם מלביש ערומים.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני למלך העולם מתיר אסורים.
Amen.
אתה אדוני למלך העולם זוקף כפופים.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני למלך העולם רוק הארץ על המים.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני למלך העולם שעשני כל צורכי.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני למלך העולם אשר הכין מצעדי גבר.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני מלך העולם עוזר ישראל בגבורה.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני מלך העולם מותר ישראל בתפארה.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם הנותן אלי האב כוח.
Amen. You may be seated. We continue at the bottom of page 152.
אשרינו שאנחנו משכימים ערבים ערב הבוקר ומפעמיים בכל יום, שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. קדש את שמך, מגש את שמך וקדש את שמך בעולמך, ובשעותך תרים ותגביה, קרננו ברוך אתה אדוני, וקדש את שמך ברבים.
Page 158.
רבי ישמעאל אומר, ב13 מידות התורה נדרשת מקל וחומר ומגזרה שווה. וכן שני כתובים המכחישים זה את זה עד שיבוא הכתוב השלישי ויכריע ביניהם. יהי רצון מלפניך נא אלוהים ואלוהי אבותינו שיבנה בית המקדש במהרה בימינו ותן חלקנו בתורתך ושם נעבדך בעירה מעולם וכשנים קדמוניות.
Mourners, please rise for the Kaddish de Rabbanan, page 160.
יתקדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
Amen.
ועל מה דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי לכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן.
Amen. Heshme Rabban Barak L'Olam L'Olmi Olmaya.
יש ורב וברך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שם מי לקודשה.
Verihu.
לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעולמה ואמרו אמן.
Amen.
על ישראל ועל רבנן ועל תלמידיון ועל כל תלמידי תלמידיון ועל כל מאן דעסקין באורייתא די ואתרא הדין ודי וכל אתר ואתר יהלהונו לכל שתם הרבה חינה וחיסתא ורחמין וחיינו לכינו מזוני רוויחי ופורקנה מן קדם אבון בשמיא וירא ואמרו אמן. יהי שלום הרבה מן שמיא וחיים טובים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו וברחמיו יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן.
Page 174.
היום יום שבת קודש שבו היו הלווים אומרים בבית המקדש מזמור שיר ליום השבת. צדיק את אמר יפרח כארז בלבנון יזכה שתולי בבית אדוני בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו עוד ינובון בשיבה דשנים ורעננים יהיו להגיד כי ישר אדוני צורי ולא עבלת בו.
Page 184.
בזמור שיר חנוכת הבית לדוד רמך נגד איתני בנו שמחת אוי ולי. הפכת משפטי למחולי פיתחת שקי ותעזרני שמחה למען יזמר לך כבוד ולא ידום אדוני אלוהי לעולם אודקה.
Mourners, please remain standing for the Mourners Kaddish, page 186.
יתקדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
Amen.
ועל מה דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי לכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן.
Amen. Heshme Rabban Barak L'Olam L'Olmi Olmaya.
איש מרבה מבורך לעולם עולמי עלמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שם מי לקודשה בריחו.
Verihu.
כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה אמירן בעולמה ואמרו אמן.
Amen.
יהי שלום הרבה מן שמיא וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עשה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו, אמן.
Yashar Koach, Cantor Rafi. We continue with the Shacharit service, page 234. Joseph, welcome.
Shochen ad marom v'kadosh shemo. Mefi yesharim tidhalal, u'divrei tzadikim titbarach, u'vilshon chasidim titromam, u'vekerev kedoshim titkadash. U'makalot rivevot amcha beit Yisrael. Kol divrei shirot v'tishbechot, David ben Ishai, avdecha meshichecha.
Please rise.
Yishtabach shimcha le'alad malkeinu. Brachot vehodaot me'ata ve'ad olam, Baruch ata Adonai, El melech gadol batishbachot, El hahodaot Adon haniflaot, Habocher b'shirei zimra, Melech elchei haolamim. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabba.
Amen.
Alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uv'mechon u'chayei dechol beit Yisrael Magala v'zman kariv v'meru amen.
Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'olam Elamei Almaya.
Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'olam Elamei Almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitramam v'yitnasei v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal Shmei dekucha berichu ve'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata damiran be'alma v'meru amen.
Page 240.
Baruch et Adonai Amvorach.
Baruch Adonai Mevarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Amvorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated.
Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Yotzer Or Uvoreh Choshech Oseh Shalom Uvoreh Et HaKol.
Page 242.
Hakol yoducha ve'akol yeshabechucha. Efes biltecha go'aleinu limot hamashiach ve'en domeh lecha moshienu litchiyat hametim. El Adon al kol hamasim baruch umvorach v'fi kol neshama gadlo v'tuvo male olam da'at utuna sovevim oto hamitgaeh al chayot hakodesh v'nedar bechavod al hamerkava zechut umishor lifnei chiso chesed v'rachamim lifnei chevodo. Tovim meorot shebara Eloheinu yitzaram b'da'at b'vina uv'haskel koach u'gvura natan bahem liot moshlim b'kerev tevel meleim ziv umfikim noga na'ezivam b'chol ha'olam smechim b'tzeitam b'sasim b'voam osim be'ema retzon konam. פאר וכבוד נותנים לשמו צלה ברינה לזכר מלכותו קרא לשמש ויזרח אור רעה והתקין צורת הלבנה שבח נותנים לו כל צבא מרום תפארת וגדולה שרפים ואופנים שרפים ואופנים וחיות הקודש.
Page 246, then 250.
ליל אשר שבת מכל המעשים. תתברך מושיענו על שבח מעשה ידיך ועל מאורי אור שעשית יפארו חצלה. תתברך צורנו מלכנו וגואלנו בורא קדושים. וכולם פותחים את פיהם בקדושה ובטהרה, בשירה ובזמרה, ומברכים ומשבחים, ומפארים ומעריצים, ומקדישים, וממליכים את שם. וכולם מקבלים עליהם עול מלכות שמיים זה מזה, ונותנים רשות זה לזה להקדיש ליוצרם בנחת רוח, בשפה ורוח ונעימה קדושה, כולם כאחד עונים ואומרים ביראה. קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות מלוך כל הארץ כבודו. והאופנים וחיות הקודש ברעש גדול מנסים לעומת שרפים, לעומתם משבחים ואומרים ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. ליל ברוך נמותיתנו. אור חדש על ציון תאיר, ונזכה כולנו מהרה לאורו. ברוך אתה אדוני, יוצר המאורות.
Amen. Page 254.
אהבה רבה אהבתנו. והביאנו לשלום מארבע כנפות הארץ, ותוליכנו קוממיות לארצנו, כי אל פועל ישועות אתה, ובנו בחרת מכל עם ולשון, וקרבתנו לשמך הגדול. סלע באמת להודות לך וליחדך באהבה. ברוך אתה אדוני הבוחר בעמו ישראל באהבה.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Ehaveta, Adonai Elohecha, Echol Elafcha, Uvechol Nefshecha, Uvechol Meodecha, Behayub, Avarim, Asher, Anoche Meshachar, I am Avecha, Vachinatan Lebanecha, Ibar Tabam, Bishiftecha, Uvetecha, Evdecha Vajek, Uvechuk, Echa, Uvechonecha, Eshatam, Oyadecha, Ayita for a bin in Akakutam, Amejibetecha, Uvishavecha.
והיה. Adonai Elohechem emet.
Page 264.
לדור ודור, הוא קיים ושמו קיים, בכיסאו נכון, ומלכותו ואמונתו לעד קיימת. מלכנו מלך אבותינו, גואלנו גואל אבותינו, יוצרנו צור ישועתנו, פודנו מצילנו, מעולם שמך, אין אלוהים זולתך. עזרת אבותינו אתה הוא מעולם.
Page 266.
תהילות לאל עליון, ברוך ומבורך משה ובני ישראל, וחנו שירה בשמחה רבה, ואמרו כולם, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, דורת תהילות אוסף אלה. שירה חדשה שיבחו גאולים, לשמך על שפת הים, יחד כולם הודו, והמליכו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
Please rise.
צור ישראל, קומה בעזרת ישראל, ובטחנו ממך, יהודה וישראל, גואלנו, אדוני צבאות שמו, קדוש ישראל, ברוך אתה אדוני.
We begin the Amidah together on page 270 and conclude it silently after the Kedusha.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor VeHanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'koneh HaKol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot, U'mevii Goel Livnei Bneihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer, U'Mashiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai. Again Avraham.
Amen.
Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed Mechaye Metim Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Verofe Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishene Afar Michamocha Bal Gevurot Umidomelach Melech Memit Umechaye Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'emanata l'chayot metim Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch Shemai.
Hayeh hametim.
Amen.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו משמי אהרון, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש קדוש קדוש, אדוני צבאות, מלוא כל הארץ כבודו. אז בקול רעש גדול, אדיר וחזק, משמיעים קול, מנסים לעומת שרפים, לעומתם ברוך יאמרו, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. ממקומך מלכנו תופיע ותמלוך עלינו, כי מחכים אנחנו לך, מתי תמלוך בציון, בקרוב בימינו לעולם ועד תשכון. תתגדל ותתקדש בתוך ירושלים עירך, לדור ודור ולנצח נצחים. ועינינו תראנה מלכותך, כדבר האמור בשירי עוזך, על ידי דוד משיח צדקך. ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהיך ציון, לדור ודור, לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גדלך. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גדלך. ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, קדושתך נקדיש. ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גדלך. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גדלך. כי אל מלך גדול, גדול וקדוש אתה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Amen. We continue silently, page 274 throughout 282. Reader's Kaddish, page 322.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
Amen.
חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון ובמכון וחי לכל בית ישראל, בגלה בזמן קרים וימרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרום ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תמירן בימה וימרו, אמן. תתקבל צלת ההון ובתהון, דכל ישראל, קדמה והון דבשמיא וימרו, אמן. יהי שלום הרבה משמיא, וחיים עלינו ויה כל ישראל וימרו, אמן. עשה שלום ממרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ויה כל ישראל וימרו, אמן.
Yeshar Koach, Cantor Joseph, Cantor David, please lead us in the Torah service, beginning from page 326, and welcome for the special anniversary of your bar mitzvah. Cantor David will be the Torah reading star of today, both with the Torah and the Haftarah, should he behave. Page 326, Ein Kamocha.
Ein kamocha v'leim Adonai, v'yemasecha, mochutcha mochut kol ha'olamim v'mshaltecha v'ador v'ador. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai oz le'amo yitein, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. Rachamim, Eitiva v'tzoncha et Zion, Tivnech amad Yerushalayim, Ki b'chol levad batachnu, Melech el ram v'nisa, Adon olamim. Vayehi Aaron vayomer Moshe, Kama Adonai ve'afatzai vecha, ve'yanusu misanecha mipanecha, ki mitzion tetzei Torah, ki mitzion tetzei Torah, Udevar Adonai meYerushalayim, Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah, Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah, Le'amo Yisrael, Mikdushato Baruch Shmei.
Page 330.
May beyanarachetz velishme kadisha, kadisha yakira naimar toshbechon. Beyanarachetz velishme kadisha, kadisha yakira anaymar toshbechon. Yerava kadama v'tiftach libai be'ayraita, v'tashlim mishalin libai, v'liba dechol amach Yisrael, etav l'chayin v'lishlam. Amen.
We continue on page 334.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo.
God Adonai iti. Oneramama Shemaya Chidav Lecha Adonai. Hagdula ve'agevora ve'ateferet ve'anetzach ve'ahad ki chol b'shamayim u'ba'aretz lecha Adonai hamalacha ve'aminaseh lechol erosh Ramamo Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishachavo L'adam raglav kadoshu Ramamo Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishachavo Le'har kodsho Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Lai 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 lai
Okay. Testing. Arnie, are you here? Can we hear you?
I can hear you. Good Shabbos, Rabbi. Good Shabbos, everyone.
Good Shabbos, sir. Rafi, can we hear you?
I can hear myself, yes.
Very good. Would you care to announce the pages?
Depends
and
for
such.
what. Okay, we are on page 572, chapter 1, verse 1 to chapter 1, verse 4.
572?
I think so. Am I not right?
I have 568, actually.
Oh, then I jumped ahead of, then I must be at the end already. Well, good Shabbos, everybody.
Yes, Rafi, I'm afraid your camera is showing mirror reaction. So it is Shabbat Shalom, but in a proper Jewish way, right to left.
Yes,
what
right
you
to
wrote.
left. Yes.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, if you'd like to call our Kohen.
ויעזור ויגן ויושב לכל החוסים בו ונאמר אמן. הכל הווה גודלנו תנו כבודתו רק רב הכהן יעקב אלימלך בן יוסף הכהן ומיכל ברוך שנתן תורה לעמו ישראל בקדושתו. ואתם מדבקים אדוני אלוהיכם
חיים כולכם היום. Okay, Mr. President, if you can hear, I don't even have to show you where exactly we start because we start the new book this week. We start Numbers. You can see where it starts, right?
I can see.
Awesome. Off you go.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch L'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach L'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai.
Baruch Shemai.
Noten HaTorah. Amen.
Amen. Vaydaber Adonai al Moshe b'midbar Sinai b'yom moed b'echad l'chorosh hasheni b'shana hasheni l'tzeitam me'eretz Mitzrayim le'mor seyu et rosh kol dapnei Yisrael l'mishpatam le'veit avotam b'mispar shemot kol zachar l'gulatam Miben esrim shana v'malach v'yitzei tzavav Yisrael tifkedu otam l'sivatam atav v'yaron V'itchem yiyu ish ish lamate ish rosh levei avotavu.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. The Levi Aliyah is verse 5 to verse 16. Ta'amod Frida Hava bat Moshe HaLevi v'Sara.
Okay. Alex, can we hear you?
Yep, you can hear me.
And can you see where we
Yep.
start the reading? Ve'ele Shemot?
Yep.
Take her up.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaBarach.
Baruch Adonai Barach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai HaBarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai.
Amen. Ve'ele shmod anashim asher yamdu itchem liReuven Elitzur ben Shlayur leShimon Shlomiel ben Surshadai leYehuda Nachshon ben Aminadav leYisachar Netanel ben Suar leZebulun Eliab ben Pelon leBnei Yosef leEphraim leShama ben Amihud leMnashe Gamliel ben Peratzur leBinyamin Avidan ben Yironi leDan Achiez ben Amishadai leAsher Pagiel ben Efran leGad leEsaf ben Duel L'Naftali Achira ben Einan.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai.
Amen.
The third Aliyah, verse 17 to verse 19. I'd like to thank Cantor David for the speedy reading course we just had. Ta'amod Sara bat Aryeh ve'Tzipora Shlishit.
And Rafi, would you care to announce the pages, please?
Oh God, I don't have the page.
569.
Thank you. Well, you have two Gabayim, use them.
Okay. Arnie, would you care to announce the verses?
Rafi, I don't have that in front of me.
Verse 17 to verse 19. It's a cooperation here.
Okay, here we go, Nancy.
Okay. Baruch et Adonai HaBarach.
Baruch Adonai Barach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai HaBarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch Shemai.
noten haTorah.
Amen.
Ela krui aida nesiel matorah batam roshei alfei Yisrael heim v'ikach Moshe v'Aaron el anashim ha'ela asher niku b'shemot v'yet kol aida hikilu be'echad l'chodesh hasheni v'yitoldu al mishpachotam levei ravatam b'mispar shemot miben 20 shana v'amal al gulatam kasher tziva Adonai et Moshe v'yifketem b'midbar Sinai.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch Shemai.
noten haTorah.
Amen.
The fourth Aliyah is verse 20 to verse 27 on page 570. Yamod Ephraim Tuvia ben Reuven David vehinda Bela Revi'i.
We'll start right here, sir.
Baruch Hu Adonai HaBarach.
Baruch Adonai Barach Vaed.
Baruch Adonai HaBarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayivnei Reuven v'char Yisrael todatam le'mishpatam levei ravotam b'mispar shemot l'gulatam kol zachar miben 20 shana v'mala kotzei tzava p'gudeihem l'matei Reuven shisha v'arbaim elef v'chamesh meot v'ivnei Shimon todatam le'mishpatam levei ravotam p'gudav במספר שמות לגאולתם כזכר, מבין 20 שנה ומעלה כה יוצאי צבא, בגודיהם למטה שימה 9,50,300, לבני גד, תולדותם למשפחותם לבית אבותם, במספר שמות מבין 20 שנה ומעלה כה יוצאי צבא, בגודיהם למטה גד 45,650, לבני יהודה, תולדותם למשפחותם לבית אבותם, במספר שמות מבין 20 שנה ומעלה כה יוצאי צבא, פקודיהם למטה יהודה 74,600.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nasa b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten Torah.
Amen. For the next Aliyah, verse 28 to verse 35, roughly the middle of page 570, Yamod Moshe ben Asher Hamishi.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach L'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu kol amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Livnei Shacharit, toldotam lishvatam lebeit avotam, b'mispar shemot, mibin 20 shana v'mala kol yotzei tzava, b'kudeihem l'matei Shacharit 54,400. Livnei Zvulun, toldotam lishvatam lebeit avotam, b'mispar shemot, mibin 20 shana v'mala kol yotzei tzava, b'kudeihem l'matei Zvulun 7,50,400. Livnei Yosef, Livnei Ephraim, toldotam lishvatam lebeit avotam, b'mispar shemot, mibin 20 shana v'mala kol yotzei tzava, b'kudeihem l'matei Ephraim 40,500. Livnei Menashe, toldotam lishvatam lebeit avotam, b'mispar shemot, mibin 20 shana v'mala kol yotzei tzava, b'kudeihem l'matei Menashe 2,200,200.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nasa b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. The next Aliyah is on page 571, verse 36 to verse 43. Yamod Ephraim Peretz ben David v'Manya Shishi. Perry.
Perry, can you hear us?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yep, awesome. We'll start right here.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach L'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol hamim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Livnei Binyamin, toldotam lishvatam lebeit avotam, b'mispar shemot, mibin 20 shana v'mala kol yotzei tzava, b'kudeihem l'matei Binyamin 5,30,400. Livnei Dan, toldotam lishvatam lebeit avotam, b'mispar shemot, mibin 20 shana v'mala kol yotzei tzava, b'kudeihem l'matei Dan 2,60,700. Livnei Asher, toldotam lishvatam lebeit avotam, b'mispar shemot, mibin 20 shana v'mala kol yotzei tzava, b'kudeihem l'matei Asher 1,40,500. B'nei Naftali, toldotam lishvatam lebeit avotam, b'mispar shemot, mibin 20 shana v'mala kol yotzei tzava, b'kudeihem l'matei Naftali 3,400.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nasa b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai,
Shema.
noten haTorah.
Amen.
The seventh Aliyah is on page 571, verse 44 to verse 54. Yamod Shlomo Shmuel Chaim ben Yaakov Shevi'i.
Baruch Hu es Adonai Barak.
Baruch Adonai Baruch La'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Barak La'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'chavoru mikol ha'amim v'nasan lanu es Torah. Baruch Atah Adonai Na'u.
Amen. Eile begodim asher pakad Moshe v'Aaron Yisrael. Shnei masar ish echad levei levatav chayu vayu kol b'gdei b'nei Yisrael levei levatam. Mi ben 20 shana v'malach v'yitzei tzavav Yisrael vayu kol begodim 600,000 ו3,000 ו550. V'alvim l'matei avatam lo hatpaktu b'tocham v'yidaber Adonai Moshe lemar. Kematei Levi lo tivkod v'rosham lo tisa b'toch b'nei Yisrael. V'ata havked et halvim. Al mishkan haidud v'al kokelav v'al asher bohem ha'isur ha'mishkan v'kokelav v'hem yishartu v'saviv l'mishkan yachanu. V'insoa ha'mishkan yaridu oto levim v'vachnot ha'mishkan yakim oto levim v'azar karev yumad v'chanu b'nei Yisrael ish ha'machanehu v'ish al diglo l'tzivotam v'alvim yachanu saviv l'mishkan haidud lo yeh ketzef al adat b'nei Yisrael v'shamru alvim hed mishmer mishkan haidud v'yasu b'nei Yisrael kechol asher tziva Adonai and Moshe
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher nasan lanu Torah semes v'chayil anatav v'tzakenu. Baruch Atah Adonai Sinat Torah.
Amen.
We continue with a prayer for the sick, I believe. Isheberach avotenu ve'imotenu ayan haberachot orei refuot Isheberach avotenu ve'imotenu ayan haberachot orei refuot. Adonai, source of healing, bring blessings to those we love. Renew their spirit, renew their courage, renew their strength of a body and soul. Isheberach avotenu ve'imotenu mayan haberachot borei refuot. Adonai, God of compassion, bring comfort to those we love. Adonai, God of compassion, bring healing from above. Isheberach avotenu ve'imotenu mayan haberachot borei refuot. And then let us all say Amen. V'sheberach avotenu Avraham, Yitzchak, ve'Yaakov, ve'Moshe, Aharon, David, u'Shlomo, ve'imotenu Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, ve'Lea, v'yivarech ve'yirapeh et kol hacholim.
And this is our practice at this point of the meeting, this point of the service, we pray for the health, well-being, and speedy recovery of our nearest and dearest. And again, thank you all for sending the names and updates on their state.
בתוך שאר חולי ישראל, בעבור שאנחנו מתפללים בעבורם, בסך הזה הקדוש ברוך הוא ימלא רחמים עליהם להחלימם, ולרפאותם להחזיקם ולהחיותם, וישלח להם מהרה רפואה שלמה מן השמיים, רפואת הנפש ורפואת הגוף לכל איבריהם וגידיהם, שבת היא מלזעוק ורפואה כתבה לבוא, Hashta, Dagalav is Mankariv, and Omar, Amen. May
Amen.
God grant a full and speedy recovery to all those who are ill. The
Please rise for the readers half Kaddish. Cantor.
Yitgadal v'yitgadal Shemei Rabba.
Amen.
Heavenly Makotei b'chayei chanav yomei chanu chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael. Agalav Isman karivim aru. Amen. Yishmei Rabba mevorach le'olam le'omei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitparim avinah v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalav shmei kedusha berichu Le'elam v'kavagata v'shihirata tushbechata v'nechemata damihiran b'alma v'imaru. Amen.
The Haftarah is on page 572, verse 52 to verse 54. Yamod hachazan David Israel ben Yaakov maftir.
Cantor, can you see the?
I sure can.
Take her off.
Baruch Hu Adonai Bodah.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam V'amed.
Baruch Olam V'ed. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'charbanu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Adonai
Baruch
noten
Baruch Shemai.
Torah.
Amen.
V'anu b'nei Yisrael ish ha'machanehu v'yishal diglal tzivot ha'melvim yachanu saviv l'mishkan ha'idud v'le'yaketzef Aladad b'nei Yisrael v'shamru alvim et mishmer mishkan ha'idud v'yasu b'nei Yisrael kechol asher tziva Adonai et Moshe kein asu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah lamed v'chai olam natav v'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. As always, there is a lot of suspense, rumors, and expectations as we are waiting to see whom the cantor will give the high honor of raising and wrapping the Torah. Please rise for the Hagbah.
Yamod המגביר והגולל. וזאת התורה אשר עשה משה לפני בני ישראל כי אדוני ירא משה על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד, על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים, על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים. You may be seated.
Now, the Haftarah today is a special Haftarah, not the usual Haftarah read on Shabbat portion Bamidbar, but rather one fitted for the eve of a new moon. Cantor David, when you were having your bar mitzvah, was that also the eve of a new moon?
Yes, it was the same Haftarah, the same situation. Machar Chodesh.
Right.
Different
so
synagogue.
You are doing your Haftarah bar mitzvah, so you've done it once or twice before.
Correct.
Once or twice in every 4 or 5 years, I assume. The Haftarah is to be found at the top of page 948. It's a very high intrigue, very dramatic piece, the story out of the deep brotherly love and all-encompassing friendship, selfless, between the Prince Yonatan, King Saul's son, and David, future King David, page 948.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'miv tovim v'ratzav v'divreihem hanemorim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'torah Moshe abdo u'Yisrael amo v'hamed v'tzedek. Vayomer lo Yonatan machar chodesh v'nifkareta ki yipaked moshavecha v'shilashta tered me'od u'vatay lamakom asher nistarta sham b'yom ha'aseh v'yashavta etzel even hazel v'ani shloshet hachitzim tzida oreh l'shalach li l'matara Meinei eshlach Adonai lech mitzad hachitzim imamor amar lana rinei hachitzim imcha ve'ena kachen uvavoa ki shalom lecha v'yein davar chai Adonai v'imko amar la'elem minei hachitzim imcha v'hala lech ki shilachecha Adonai והדבר אשר דיברנו אני ואתה הנה אדוני ביני ובינך עד עולם. ויסתה דוד בשדה ויהי הקודש וישב המלך אל הלחם לאכול וישב המלך המושבות יפעם בפעם אל מושב הקיר ויקם יונתן וישב אבנר מצד שאול ויבקד מקום דוד ולדיבר שאול מאומה ביום ההוא כי אמר מקראו בלתי טהור וכי לא טהור ויהי ממחרת החודש השני ויבקד מקום דוד ויאמר שאול אל יונתן בנו מדוע לבא ונישי גם אתמול גם היום אל הלחם ויען יונתן את שאול נשאל דוד מעמדי עד בית לחם ויאמר שכני נא כי זבח משפחה לנו בעיר והוא ציווני אחי ואתה אם מצאתי חן בעיניך אם אל תנא ברדת החי על כן לא בא אל שולחן המלך ויחרב שאול ביהונתן ויאמר לו בן נבט המרדות הלא ידעתי כי בוחר אתה לבן ישי לבשתך ולבושת אז ערוות אמך כי כל הימים אשר בן ישי חי על דמה לא תיכון אתה ומלכותך ואתה שלח וקח אותו אלי כי בן מוות הוא ויען יונתן את שאול לאביו ויאמר אליו למה יומד מעשיו ויתר שאול את החנית עליו להכותו וידע יונתן כי חלה היא מאם אביו להעמיד את דוד ויקם יונתן מאם השולחן בחריו ולא אכל ביום החודש השני לחם כי נצב אל דוד כי החלימו אביו. ויהי בבוקר ויצא יונתן השדה למועד דוד ונער קטון עמו ויאמר לנערו רוץ מצנעת החיצים אשר אנוכי מורה הנער וירא החצי להעבירו ויבוא הנער מקום החצי אשר ירא יונתן ויקרא יונתן אחרי הנער ויאמר Alo Chesi Mimcha V'Hala. Vayikra Yonatan Acharei Hanar Meherach Ushal Tamod. Vayelakei Tanar Yonatan Enach Yitzim Vayavo El Adonav. Ve'anar Lo Yada Meuma. Ach Yonatan v'David Yadu Et Hadavar. Vayitein Yonatan et Kelav El Anar Asher Lo Vayomer Lo Lecha Ve'Hayir. Hanar Ba v'David Kam Me'etz Al HaNegev Vayipol Yapav Artza Vayishtachu Shalosh Pe'amim Vayishku Ish et Re'ehu Vayivku Ish et Re'ehu Ad David Higdil Vayomer Yonatan LeDavid Lech LeShalom Asher Nishbanu Shneinu Anachnu B'Shem Adonai Lemor Adonai Yeh B'nei U'Beincha B'Einecha U'Bein Zari U'Bein Zaracha Ad Olam. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam tzur kol olamim tzadik b'chol dorot ha'el ha'ne'eman ha'omer v'yoser medaber mekayim shekol devarav emet b'tzedek. Ne'eman atah Adonai Eloheinu v'ne'emanim devarecha v'devarecha midvarecha achor le'yashuv rekam ki hamelech ne'eman v'rachaman atah baruch atah Adonai
Baruch Shemai.
ha'el ha'ne'eman v'chol devarav.
Amen.
Rachem al Tzion ki hi beit chayenu v'lal v'nefesh hashiyah b'mehera b'yameinu baruch atah Adonai.
Baruch Shemai.
Tzion b'vanea.
Amen.
Tamcheinu Adonai Eloheinu b'Eliyahu hanavi avdecha uv'malchut beit David Mashiach b'mehera yavo v'yagel libeinu al kisah lo yeshev zar v'lo yimchalu ad achirim et kvodo. Ki v'shem kodshecha nishbat lo shelo yepen eiro le'olam va'ed baruch atah Adonai.
Baruch Shemai.
David.
Amen.
V'alavodav v'alvim v'yom ha'shabbat hazeh shenatat lanu Adonai Eloheinu l'kdusha v'limnocha lekavod u'letifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach ומברכים אותך, יתברך שמך, בפי כוחי תמיד לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני.
Baruch Shemai.
קדש השבת.
Amen. Yeshar Koach, Cantor David. Please carry on with the Yakum Purkan Min Shmaya, page 344 in the Siddur.
יקום פרקן משמיה. וכל מי שעושים את צורכי ציבור באמונה, הקדוש ברוך הוא ישלם שכרם וישים כל מחלו, וירפא גופם ויסלח לכל עוונם, וישלח ברכה והצלחה בכל מעשה ידיהם עם כל ישראל חייהם ונאמר אמן.
We are about to welcome the new moon. Actually, the new Chodesh, the new month, the month of Sivan, is starting tonight. Please rise and turn to page 350 in the Siddur.
יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו ולאבותינו, שתחדש עלינו את החודש הזה לטובה ולברכה. ותיתן לנו חיים ארוכים וחיים חיים של שלום. חיים חיים של טובה, חיים של ברכה, חיים של פרנסה. חיים חיים של חילוץ עצמות. חיים חיים שיש בהם יראת שמיים ויראת חטא. חיים חיים שיש בהם בושה וכלימה. חיים חיים של אושר וכבוד. חיים חיים שתבנו אהבת תורה ויראת שמיים. חיים חיים שימלאו משאלות ליבנו לטובה לטובה, אמן סלام. מי שעשה ניסים לאבותינו וגאל אותם מעבד לחירות, הוא יגאל אותנו וקרא ויקבץ את אחינו בכנפות הארץ. חברים מכל ישראל, חברים מכל ישראל, חברים מכל ישראל, ונאמר אמן. חברים מכל ישראל, חברים מכל ישראל, חברים כל ישראל, ונאמר אמן. ונאמר, ונאמר אמן. ראש חודש סיוון יהיה ביום הראשון הבא עלינו ועל כל ישראל הטובה. יחדשהו הקדוש ברוך הוא, הקדוש ברוך הוא. יחדשהו הקדוש ברוך הוא, הקדוש ברוך הוא. עלינו ועל כל עמו בית ישראל. עלינו ועל כל עמו בית ישראל. לחיים, לחיים ולשלום, לששון, לששון ולשמחה, לישועה, לישועה ולנחמה. ונאמר, ונאמר, ונאמר amen.
We continue with the Ashrei, page 352.
אשרי בביתך עוד ילך הסלו. תהילה לאדוני ידבר פי ויברך כל בשר שם ושלום ועד ואנחנו מלכיה מעט ולעולם הללויה.
Please rise for the prayers for Canada and Israel.
Our God, we invoke thy blessing upon our country, on the government of Canada, the Prime Minister, and all who exercise just and rightful authority. Do thou instruct them out of thy law, that they may administer all affairs of state in justice and equity, that peace and security, happiness and prosperity, right and freedom may forever abide among us.
Unite in
Oops, sorry, one sec. Oh, I just lost it. Sorry, 1 second. There we go.
unite all inhabitants of our country, whatever their origins and breeds, into a bond of true community,
To banish hatred and bigotry,
and to safeguard the ideals and free
institutions
which are our community,
our country's
glory.
May this land under thy providence be an influence of good throughout the world, uniting humanity in peace and freedom, and helping to fulfill the vision of thy prophets. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall we learn war anymore.
For all people, both great and small, shall know the Lord.
And we all say Amen.
Amen.
And we all say Amen. Yeah, buddy.
Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Zur Yisrael v'go'alo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Zur Yisrael v'go'alo. Barech, Barech, Medinat Yisrael, Freshit Smicha Geulatenu, Hagen Alea Bevrat Chastecha, Ufros Alecha Sukat Shamon Mecha. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Zur Yisrael v'go'alo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Zur Yisrael v'go'alo.
I can't.
Oh, there you go.
A prayer for the state of Israel. Avinu Sheba Shamayim, rock and redeemer of the people Israel. Bless the state of Israel with its promise of redemption. Shield it with your love and spread over it the shelter of your peace. Guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them and crown their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace and its inhabitants with lasting joy. And let us say, Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, hallelujah, et Shem Adonai, ki nisgav shemo levado. Hodo al eretz v'shamayim, vayaren keren liyamot teila. Lecho chasidav livnei Yisrael am kirava. Hallelujah. Mizemor leDavid, havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, havu l'Adonai kavod v'oz, havu l'Adonai kevod shemo, yishtachavu l'Adonai behadrat kodesh, kol Adonai al hamayim, el hakavod irim Adonai hamayim rabim. Kol Adonai ba'koach, kol Adonai behadar, Kol Adonai shaver arzim, v'yishaber Adonai et arzei halvanon. Vayar kinem kemo egel Lebanon v'siniyon, kemo ben riyemim. Kol Adonai chazav lavotesh, kol Adonai yakel midbar, yakel Adonai midbar kadesh, kol Adonai yechol elai alot. V'yechesaf yadod v'chalo kuhulay mekavod. Adonai lamabu yashav v'yeshev Adonai melech le'olam. Adonai Ozayam Oitain, Adonai Yevarech en Amo Vashalom. Uvnecha Yamar. Eitz Haimi Lama Chaziki Ba V'Zapel Meyushar Derachel Takenom V'Chol Netivotel Shalom Hashivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Kadesh Yameinu Kikedah.
Please be seated. Yashar Koach, Cantor David. Good Shabbos, everybody. With the new portion this week, we started the book of Bamidbar, in the wilderness, the desert, the vast, mysterious place where the great nothingness dwells, where strange and scary things happen. There is also a census in our portion. That census, it comes after a plague. The plague was caused by the demands of meat when quails were sent to the Israelites to feast upon, and well, our ancestors were not at their best in that particular story. So the plague wiped out a large portion of Israelites in the desert, and then comes the plague. We're also now in the later stages of the counting of the Omer. Today is the 42nd day of Omer, marking the end of the 6th out of 7 weeks separating Pesach and Shavuot. That's right, Shavuot is very close. Counting, well, count is also a title, we know, right? Like Count of Monte Cristo. And the title was initially bestowed upon those who held the strings of the purse of for the crown, right? That's the name. Count, the master of coin. Counting has always been an important thing in generally human culture, not just in Yiddishkeit, and we'll come back to that later. I don't know whether you've noticed now that some businesses are reopening in the province, in the city, and we're warned to be even more careful now. I've noticed while taking a walk in the city the other day, some of the pharmacies will not let you in without a mask. If you want to enter a pharmacy to buy a mask, you cannot do it without a mask. And it could seem funny, but something feels deeply right, strong, proudly primeval about that arrangement. It's as though you have to get your first mask in an honest street fight. Money can't buy it. 5 days ago, I lost one of my teachers, dearly beloved Rabbi David Brodman, alav hashalom. He was very sick for a number of years. The knowledge, the understanding of that melody has, of course, dulled the pain of loss, which is nevertheless hard. I met Rav Brodman for the first time 4 months after my bar mitzvah at an underground Hanukkah party in a wintry Moscow apartment. He came to Russia covertly to teach with his Dutch passport. Rabbi Brodman married Irina and me in 1998. He ordained me in 99. It was not my first rabbinical ordination, but remains possibly my most cherished one. He was a man of unique kindness. He had razor-sharp mind, unbelievable willpower, and true love and respect for all that lives on earth. I never saw a person Rabbi Brodman could not empathize with. It was in his class many, many years ago that I learned the midrash pertaining to our portion. Kol mi she'eino oseh atzmo kemidbar hefker, eino yachol liknot et hachochma ve'atorah. Only by making yourself void and open like wilderness can you acquire the wisdom of the Torah, or rather, the wisdom and the Torah. There is a reason, say the sages, why the Torah was given in the middle of nowhere, why it was not given in the Holy Land, the Promised Land. And the reason was to teach us empathy and humility. When a person is too full of himself, the Almighty says, this world is becoming too small for both of us. Sorry, my friend, one of us has to go. The experience of wilderness, the sense of wilderness, both inner and outer wilderness, it is there to teach us humility. Nobody is humbled by nature. Nobody just becomes humble, through some bizarre nobility of birth or character. We are all learning humility by necessity, the old way, the hard way. The count was there to teach our ancestors that every person counts, every single one of us. No one is more equal, like in the Orwellian dystopia. Yesterday, on the 28th of Iyar, Kaf Chet Iyar, we celebrated Yom Yerushalayim, the Day of Jerusalem. It's 53 years since the day when the old city, the Western Wall, the ancient streets and synagogues returned into the Jewish hands. For the first time in many years, a Jew could go to pray at the foot of the Temple Mount. For the first time, there was no need to be afraid any longer of the Jordanian legionaries constantly spraying the neighborhoods below with bullets. It was a very different celebration from the previous 52, 53, if you count day zero. COVID-19 took care of that for sure. But guess what? It's not our first rodeo. We did get that first mask in an honest street fight, dirty but honest street fight, not the kind of fight one enters because we want to, but because we have to. This Sunday, there will be a virtual walk with Israel. Are you taking part? I hope you are. Make sure with the pride, with the joy, also with the touch, with the tinge of sadness because we're all shut in, make sure you feel the wilderness inside you. No man is an island. Once we make a little space in our heart, we open it up, that space devoid of ourselves, we can let others in, because together we count most. Once you let the wilderness in, every blessing, every small thing counts. Walk with Israel, celebrate the Day of Jerusalem, and remember that with a gratitude for all that we've got, it's not because we're so amazingly good. It's not because we're so great and mighty. It's not because we're so deserving. It's because we've been so unbelievably blessed. Shabbat Shalom v'Chodesh Tov. Please rise for the Reader's Half Kaddish preceding Musaf Amidah, page 368.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba v'yamad b'rakatei v'lemachotei v'chayechonu v'yamechonu v'chayedecho beit Yisrael Chagalav mizman karivim meru amen. Yesh me Rabba mevorach li'olam li'omei amaya yitporach v'yishtabach V'yitpo'ar v'yidom avinaseh v'yidhadar v'yidalev v'yidalosh v'yidgad Shacharit v'yedla m'kavachata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiram b'yama v'yimeru Amen.
Musaf Amidah together, starting from page 370.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu le'Eloheinu le'Avraham le'Yitzchak le'Yaakov. Hoel hagadol hagibor v'hanora el elyon gomer chasadim tovim v'konei hakol. V'zocher chasdei avod u'mevii kol bnei bneihem leman shmo b'yavo melech ozer u'moshiach u'magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avram Atah gibor olam Adonai mechim itim atah rav loshia Mechalkel chaim bechesed, mechayim meitim berachamim rabim, somech noflim berofei cholim, umatir asurim, umegayim emuneto, lishenei afar, michamocha bagivurot, Umido melach, melech meimi, umegaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman adalagad meitim baruch atah Adonai, mechaye ameitim. Naritza v'naknisha kisot siach sad v'kodesh sad v'kodesh hamakdishim shimcha b'kodesh hakatuv al yad neviyecha v'kara Zel zel v'yamar kadosh 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 Kevono male male olam male olam Misharet av shawalim zelo zel Hayei mekam kevodo Misharet av shawalim zelo zel Hayei mekam kevodo leyumatam baruch yameru baruch v'ram mikamo Mimkama Huifen Berachamim V'yakanam Hamiyachadim Shema Erev V'boker B'chol Yom Tamid Amayim B'yavo Shema Omrim Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Shema
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Hu Eloheinu Hu Avinu Hu Avinu Hu Malkeinu Hu Moshiachenu Hu Avinu Hu Malkeinu Hu Avinu Hu Malkeinu Hu Yashmienu Vehu Yashmienu Berachamav Vehu Yashmienu Berachamav Vehu Yashmienu Berachamav She'ein Yashmienu Berachamav She'ein Li'enei kol chai She'ein Li'enei kol chai She'enis li'enei kol chai She'enis li'enei kol chai She'enis li'enei kol chai She'enis li'enei kol chai
Lachem le'Elohim, ani Adonai Elohechem. Urvegod le'emor, yimlach Adonai le'olam, Eloi Tzion, ledor vador, hallelujah. Ledor vador negidu lecho, Adonai Israel Netzachim Yishachka Nagdish B'diacha Eloheinu Mipin Olam Shalom Voed Ki HaMelech Gadol V'Kedashata Baruch Atah Adonai Oel HaKadosh
Prayer in response to the pestilence by Rabbi Eli Karante. Our God and God of our ancestors, with the new plague that befell the world, we pray before you, strengthen our forbearance in face of our ears at the disease. As we stay separated in space, let us come together in spirit. Let us not be so vain as to think the ordeal was sent as retribution for our own iniquities. For we are not foolish enough to imagine carrying such clout over the universe. Do not allow us to imagine any of us instinctively bring about a big global solution for the immediate peril, nor let us fall in the pit there and do nothing at all. Rather, patience, goodness of spirit, determination, and willpower to contribute to the common cause. Precious small efforts joining the common cause. Grant us the blessing, O Lord, by protecting us and our loved ones and all your people on earth. Send your healing to those and solace to those who hurt. May we speedily and soon see the days of security and tranquility, happiness and good for his head, return unto you, and we shall return. You are Amen.
Amen.
We continue top of page 376. Yismechu.
ישמחו במלאכותך, ישמחו במלאכותך, שומרי שבת, שומרי שבת, וכל ינגנק שבת, ישמחו במלאכותך, ישמחו במלאכותך, שומרי שבת, שומרי שבת, וכל ינגנק שבת. Amekadeshei, Amekadeshei Shevi, Amekadeshei, Amekadeshei Shevi, Kulam Kulam Yispeyu Veitanegu Mituvecha, Yismechu V'Malachutecha, Yismechu V'Malachutecha, Shomrei Shabbat, Shomrei Shabbat, V'kol Yonegonek Shabbat. Uvashvi Ratzita Bo, V'kidashto, 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 Yismechu V'Malachutecha, Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei Shabbat, Shomrei Shabbat, v'kol yonegonek Shabbat. Chemedat yamim, ata karata, zeche lemasei v'reishit, Yismechu v'malachutecha, Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei Shabbat, Shomrei Shabbat, v'kol yonegonek Shabbat. Eloheinu levatenu retzei v'imnuchateinu, Kadeshenu b'mitzvotecha, v'tein chelkeinu b'toratecha, Sabeinu mituvecha, v'samcheinu b'shuatecha, v'taher libeinu li'avdecha b'yemet, Me'han kileinu Adonai Eloheinu b'yahava u'ratzon, Shabbat kodeshecha v'yanucha bo, Yisrael mekadeshei shemecha. Baruch Adonai Megadesh HaShabbat. Meretzei Adonai Le'nevam Chayisrael Tfilatam V'shevet Havadali B'betecha V'tfilatam B'ahavat V'kabel B'ratzon V'tehir Ratzon Tamid Havadad Yisrael Amecha V'dechazeno Eineinu B'shuvah L'Tzion V'rachamim Baruch Atah Adonai Amakaze Shlinato L'Tzion Modim Anachnu Lach. Hatov Kilo Kol Rachamecha Pramakein Kol Tam Chazadecha Melam Giminu Lach Miyah Kulam Nitbarach Fit B'mam Shemcha Makein Atamid L'Olam Bo'ed V'kol HaChaim Yirchasel Avelot Shemcha B'yamet Ha'ishav V'tzein Tenisel Baruch Atah Adonai Atah Shemecha L'chan Eliyodot Eloheinu V'Eloteinu Barucheinu V'Abracha Hamshulesha B'Torah Haktuva Idem V'Shavdecha Ha'amura Mipi Aharon V'Nav Kohanim Ham Krashaka V'Ruch Adonai V'Yishmerecha Yirna Palecha V'Yichanecha Yis Adonai Panav Elecha V'Semecha Shalom Shalom Tov Aracha Chaim Chen V'Chesed V'Rachim Elenu V'Kol Yisrael Amecha Barucheinu Avinu Kol Ki Echad B'Panecha Ki V'yor Panecha Natata Lanu Adonai Aleinu Torat Chaim V'Et Chesed V'Tzedakah V'Rachim V'Rachim V'Chaim V'Shalom V'Tov Beinecha L'V'Rech Edamcha Yisrael V'Chol Eid V'Chol Shal B'Shleimecha Baruch Atah Adonai Amvarech Yisrael B'Shalom.
Reader's Kaddish, page 424.
Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah B'yalma divrach Chilo Tevel Nunachadei B'Recha Nivmecha Nivachayt Rabbi Yisrael B'Galav Yizman Karivim Edro Yesh Me'Rab Amavarach Le'alam Le'al Me'amaya Yitbarach Yishtabach Yitpa'ar V'Yidumamina Sei V'Yitadar V'Yitalev Shmei Dekudisha Le'ela Migabagada V'Shirata Shbachada Menachamata Damiran Mavim Edro Titkabel Tzladon Badhan D'Chol Yisrael Kadam Havahon D'Vishmaya V'Yim Edro Yehi Shlam Rabbi Min Shemaya V'Chaim El Mikol Yisrael V'Yim Edro.
Oh, Shalom, Yam Yamav, Shalom, Alein, Ve'akol Yishmorav, Imru, Amen. Yah Shalom, Yah Shalom, Shalom Alein, Ve'akol Yisrael, Yah Shalom, Yah Shalom, Shalom Alein, Ve'akol Yisrael. Yah Shalom, Yah Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'akol Yisrael. Yah Shalom, Yah Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'akol Yisrael. Yah Shalom, Yah Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'akol Yisrael. Emru, Amen. You do it.
Please be seated.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Can you hear me all? I imagine that everybody can hear me. Shabbat Shalom. I'd like to start, as always, by thanking the clergy, Rabbi Eli, for all you've done and continue to do each week, service becomes more and more moving, and if possible, even more meaningful. Thank you for such an inspiring sermon today. Is our bar mitzvah boy around, David? There he is. Cantor David, thank you for all you have done. And the rabbi and I owe you a Lodzer bar mitzvah certificate. And as soon as social distancing is over, we're going to present it to you in person and not virtually. Kol hakavod, great job today, as always. And I think, maybe I might be wrong here, but you probably did a better job on your Haftarah today than you did on your bar mitzvah day. So thank you again. Thank you to Joseph and to Rafi and to Arnie, as always, for doing such a great job in participating, and of course to Sam and to Phil. But Rabbi, I know that each week there's a lot of work gets taken into preparing the Zoom service, but unless you have 10 sets of hands, you're not doing this alone. Would you like to thank somebody for personally for all their assistance in helping you week after week with Zoom?
As always, well, she keeps saying no. My heartfelt thanks go to my daughter Rachel, one of the very limited pool of people who are allowed to be next to me without keeping social distance, as we belong to the same household. Her one absolute condition was that she does not have to go on camera, which I understand is not uncommon to high school students. So, Yashar Koach, and thank you, Rach.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Rabbi. Got a number of announcements. Anybody who needs a minyan, whether it be for a happy occasion, a sad occasion, or just wants to get together with the Lodzer family, please contact Rafi, Sarah, or myself, and we would be more than willing to arrange a minyan. Look out in the bulletin and through emails for announcements about upcoming minyans. Next week, next Saturday, May the 30th, is the second day of Shavuot and is our next Yizkor service. If you need the books or copies of the books, they are available online. Rafi or myself or one of the Gabayim can send it to you virtually, and I believe that it probably will be available through a link in our bulletin. It's an extra special Shavuot since we're going to be honoring the memory of Frank Steinman and Leon Pasternak. If you would like to say a few words, please make sure that you contact the rabbi, myself, or Rafi. If not, we will ask for people to use the thumbs up or clapping icon, and we will make sure that you get to say your few words about either member or both. And if you'd like to talk about Esther Steinman in the same time as Frank, please go ahead and do so. Our next book chat will be June the 4th at 7:30. Just a reminder about that. Also, Judy's Parsha of the Week class continues each and every Wednesday. I understand they're really well attended by Zoom, and we hope to run them for as long as we can. And that, of course, will depend on Judy's availability. But Judy, thank you so much for doing such a great job. We will be starting some online programs in the next number of weeks, led and organized by Judy and Harvey, so look out for those. Also, we'd like to remind you that we have various forms of contributing and donating to the shul. not to make, including our Tree of Life, a Siddur dedication, sponsoring one of our Zoom services, the Rabbi's discretionary fund, if you'd like to put a plaque up, anything that you'd like to do, or just donate for the sake of donating, please do contact our office by phone or by email. Although Sarah is not in the office very much, she checks everything online and her voicemail regularly. So please make sure that you contribute and help support the shul. Speaking of sponsoring, today's service is co-sponsored by Arnold Udell in memory of his father, Milton Udell, and by Lily Silver and Sid Markowitz in honor of Lily's mother, Franca, who's celebrating a birthday tomorrow. Frida will be turning 98 tomorrow. And while you see one of Frida's contributions, there is a picture which the rabbi is holding up. There's also one in our bulletin, but I'd like to say a few words about Frida. Frida is one of, never mind in our shul's last surviving Holocaust survivors, but last surviving Holocaust survivor, period, worldwide. As each day goes by, unfortunately, we lose Holocaust survivors, but we are so blessed to have Frida as a member of our shul. Over the last number of years, especially since I've become president, I've had the opportunity to hear Frida speak. I've had the opportunity to introduce her during a book signing that was held in our shul. More importantly, I've had the privilege and the pleasure of having a number of one-to-one conversations with Frida. Frida has knowledge and memories that very few of us who are alive have. And she's such a valuable and important part, an integral part of our Lodzer family. And Frida, our plan was to have an in-person kiddush in honor of your birthday and to give you the opportunity to speak to everybody in our shul today. But obviously that is not possible. But I promise you, there will be a belated birthday party for you in our shul as soon as it is allowed. And I'm sure everybody would join me in wishing you a very happy birthday. And if we could unmute everybody at the risk of sounding a little bit off, I'd like to lead everybody in singing happy birthday to Frida. Is that doable, Rachel?
Unfortunately, Mr. President, the newest version of Zoom took a special feature. You can no longer unmute all, but here's what we can do. We allow participants to unmute themselves. Now anyone can unmute themselves right now and wish Frida happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Frida.
Happy birthday.
יום הולדת שמח, יום הולדת שמח.
Good. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
to
you. Happy birthday, dear Rita.
Happy birthday to you.
Okay, I'm back. So again, Frida, happy birthday from your Lodzer family. And we're all looking forward to seeing you very soon. Cantor David, page 426. I didn't forget the page this time. Ein Kelohenu.
En Kelohenu, en Kadonenu, en Kemakenu, en Kemashienu, Michelohenu, Michadonenu, Michemakenu, Michemashienu, Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Emogenu, Nodel Mashienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Mashienu, Ato Eloheinu, Ato Adonenu, Ato Malkeinu, Ato Mashienu, Ato Sheiktiru Avoteinu Lefanecha Et Kitoret Asamim En Kelohenu En Kadonenu En Kemakenu En Kemashienu Amar Rabbi Lodzer. Leman achai v'rei dam shalom bach, leman beit Adonai Eloheinu avak shatov lach, Adonai os lemo yitain, Adonai v'rech namo v'shalom.
Please rise for the Aleinu, page 428.
Aleinu l'shabech l'adon hakol, atei k'rula liyatzeh b'reishit, Shelo asanu k'yei aratzot, v'lo samanu k'ishbod adama, Shelo samchagenu k'ayem, v'garaleinu k'gol amonam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim, u'modim, Lifnei melech malchei hamlakim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shehu notei shamayim v'yoser haaretz, u'moshav ikaro v'shamayim imal, u'shchina dozo b'gavei meromim, u'Eloheinu ein od. Okay, nekabeh.
V'nemer ya Adonai lemelech achol haaretz bayam hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Thank you, honey.
Mr. President, you need to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me okay now?
Why we can.
I'm unmuted, okay. We observed the following yurtzites this week. May 24th, Milton Udell, father of Arnold. May 25th, Zenick Vosenberg, father of Dorothy Tessis. We also say Kaddish for those who have lost their lives due to COVID-19. And of course, for those who have nobody to say Kaddish in their memory. And of course, in memory of the 6 million Jews that were needlessly slaughtered during the Holocaust. Please recite with me on page 420, page 430.
Sorry, Mr. President, just a reminder, everybody now can unmute themselves, but we can no longer unmute you. Such is the technical change on the Zoom.
Okay. Please recite with me on page 434.
Gadol v'Kadash
Dalvi Kadash Merabah
Alma
Madbar
Dibra Elote Yamlik
Malkute
Malkute
Kute
Vechai
Chaye de Kol Beit Yisrael Galav
Lagalav Bizman Karev Vimru
Amen.
Amen. Yehi
Hey
Shmei
Rabba
Rabba
Mabarak
Mevarach Le'olam
Olami
Olamei
Olmaya
Omaya.
Yisbarach
Yisbarach
Yishtabach
Yisbachar
V'Yitpa'ar
V'Yitmam
Hevi
V'Yitnaseh
Hadar Vid Halev Vid Halal
V'Yitmar V'Yitalev V'Yithalal
Abriach
Shemei V'Kedusho B'Richu
Elamim
Elam V'Yichol V'Chata V'Shirata
Chata
V'Chata
V'Nechamata
V'Nechamata
Amiran
Amiram
Be'alma
V'Alma
Be'alma
V'Imru Amen
V'Imru
Amen.
Amen.
Yehi Shlam Aram
Shara B'David
Shemaya
Pesach
King Aleinu Ve'al Yisrael V'Imru
V'Imru
Amen.
Amen. Seh Shalom
Shalom
B'Mrama
B'Mrama
Booyah
Seh
Shalom
Shalom
Aleinu V'Al Kol
V'Al
Yisrael
Yisrael
Amen.
V'Imru Amen.
Oh, now's the best.
Yashar Koach. Please be seated. Please do be seated as we're about to move towards the conclusion of our service with Adon Olam. As is our custom, this is the part for sad news and happy news. Anyone who wants to share, please remember you are still on camera. If you want to share, only with those who are here at this service now. At the end, after the Kiddush, we will stop the recording and announce that it's been stopped. Well, if I may open the floor, I promised actually, even during my words, that I'll share a little more. As you know, I lost one of my very dear and special rabbis, my teachers, Rav David Brodman. After Shabbos, do Google him, do look him up. He was an avid fighter for human rights in the world. Very, very prominent in multi-faith organizations scene, known and respected interconfessionally. His funeral, of course, again, because of the pandemic, has to be very limited, but Shia, Sunni imams and sheikhs, and in fact, at least 2 cardinals in the Vatican are known to have been watching live the funeral. As a young boy, Rav Brodman has passed with his mother through nearly half a dozen of camps. They were liberated already from Auschwitz. I'll tell you just a very, very short episode, and it doesn't start even showing the the amazing depth of his multifaceted person. But at one point, when everybody from the camp of Westerbork, they were at the time, was thrown into the trucks, they took them to the Maidanic train, which led straight to extermination. It wasn't a concentration labor camp, it was a death camp. He approached the SS officer that was overseeing the process and said absolutely seriously, "Sir, I'm so sorry, we cannot go. My mother is not feeling well." And the SS man looked at him a little strangely, then looked again, then said, "It's okay, you and your mom can stay. We'll never know whatever became over that man, but at that point that saved his and his mother's life." And as I've mentioned before, I have never seen a person, whatever they may have been, that Rabbi Brodman could not empathize with. I miss him dearly, and I feel that my life was blessed through knowing him for 3.5 decades. Thank you. And now anyone who wants to put out a sign, one of the reactions, hand, thumbs up, or clapping, or wave frantically in front of the camera so we'll know you are not. Kathy, I think you were going to say something. No, just, okay, sorry, that was not frantic enough. So anybody, anything to share? The good, the bad, and the beautiful, anything. Cantor, you're on.
Yes, I'd like to just let everybody know that this past Tuesday, my wife was instrumental in putting together a magnificent 1 hour and a bit concert through Bialik. And it was very, very successful. I think it was attended by over 850 people on Zoom or on, was it YouTube? On YouTube. And also a yasher koach to Rebecca Kodis, who is one of the soloists. As you know, she's also a member of our choir and a magnificent, magnificent singer who sang Somewhere Over the Rainbow. It was just magnificent. So yasher koach to everyone involved. Thank you.
Cantor, can a recording be viewed anywhere?
Yes, it can be.
So you will share through the bulletin maybe, a link?
Of course, yes, for sure.
Sharkoch. All right, more news. Everything goes right now. Happy, sad, neutral, not neutral, all mixed.
Hello. You know, very nice to see some new faces on the screen. I'm looking at Sam Goldberg, welcome, and the Einboden family. Now, if you guys look at the chats, and I hope some of you do, if you have a phone, it's very hard to because it's you can't read on your phone, at least if it's a handheld unit. Every Shabbat we have a few new members, a few older members are joining in. Now, in order to accommodate everybody, I'm in charge of setting up the aliyot, the readings, and I call a lot of people and some people are shy. Please don't be shy. So there's good news and bad news, or it's good news and not so good news. The good news is pretty much everybody I call, I kind of wrestle them down and they join and get an aliyah. I would like for you guys to call me. In my chat is my email address and my phone number. Don't hesitate to call day or night. It doesn't really matter because when I sleep, I shut it off. So you're not going to wake me up. It's the same with the sponsorships. When I put on the drive, I think a couple of weeks ago, I had 5 people call me and we're booked solid now till June the 20th. And if you would like to sponsor, no matter what the amount, it's not a set amount. I'll take everybody's money, even on Shabbat. So please call me, text me, email me. I'll be happy to accommodate you. And by the way, Jeff, you said something about the Kiddush for Franca. We're all invited to the Markowitz family today. They had a spread now, I think, for about 60 people. If Mr. Sid puts his hand up, I'll agree with that, and we can all go there. Hillary, you're happy about that, aren't you? Anyways, that's it for today. So I hope to hear from you guys during the week. Please don't hesitate to call me. Whatever you need from the shul, I'm 2 blocks away. I can get it for you, whether it's a book, whether it's a prayer, or it's a handshake, or even the rabbi's phone number. Please call me.
Yashar Koach, Rafi. Well, we all do recognize the amazing inputs and selflessness with which you help everybody who needs help in the congregation, in the community, and around there. But maybe many out here do not realize just actually how much neshama, koyach, and love you put into, and effort into all that you do. Well, you should ask, you've heard the man, he can even get you the rabbi's phone number. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. All right, anybody else? Anyone else? Keep waving at the camera, flailing your hands. Aha, Roslyn, you're on?
Yes, thank you. Yasher Koach again to Rafi. Wonderful job. On a sad note, I spoke to Lorraine Landis, and she's not in a very good state. Actually, at this point, she's in Kingston. Her sister is deteriorating, going downhill, and it's not a very big, good end result, definitely. She's been ill for many, many, many years, but she's accelerating decline. So support for her would be very much appreciated. On a good note, I, like so many others, called to see how the members of our shul are doing, and most of the people are doing really, really well. They're making the best of what is a very difficult situation. On the very funny side of the phone calls, I spoke to Sid and Lily, and Sid in turn, we just crossed each other. He called me and I called him, so it was quite funny. And I did speak to Frida Khan, and she's doing amazingly well. And I still recollect when last time I went by bus to Ottawa for the Holocaust Memorial, she was on the same bus, obviously so. And she must have been 95 then, and she also was amazing. She's just an awesome lady, so Yasher Koach to her. And thank you so much to all the other people who did call to check and see how other members of the shul are doing. And anything else that we can do, we'd be very happy to do it. And that's it for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Yashar Koach. Anybody else? Please keep waving as we're going through screens. It will give you some exercise. It will give us an ability to understand if you want to say something. Doesn't seem like there's anyone. Going once, twice. Oh, Mr. President, are you flailing at the camera?
I am, indeed. Can you hear? Oh, there I am. I understand that Frida would like to say a few words, Rabbi, so could you maybe unmute Sid and let Frida say a few words, please?
Only Sid can unmute Sid.
Yes, Sid, unmute yourself, please.
Maybe we'll do it at the end after the Kiddush. I'm sorry, right now there is no, oh, maybe there is. Sid, can you hear us? No. Okay, let's move on to Adon Olam at page 436. And then we'll open the mic after the Kiddush again. Cantor, you're on.
Okay. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol Yetzir nivra le'nasa v'chefzo kol azay melech shemo nikra v'yachare kiglara kol levado imlach nora v'haya v'have v'hoye b'tifara Betifara, Betifara, Vehu echad v'yen sheni, lehamshilo lehachbira, beli reshit, beli tachlit, velo haoz v'hamisra, Vehu eli v'chai goli v'tzor kevli v'yetzara v'nisi umanos li minat kosi b'yomekra 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 Afki ruchi veyeti shan veyaira veyimruchi yeviati Adonai li velo ira Adon olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra li'nasa b'chefza kol Hazai melech Shemon nikra Adon olam.
Bravo, Cantor, bravissimo. Look at all the applause. Look at all the applause. Everyone's bursting, and justly so. That was a beautiful Rigoletto. Cantorello Young. Okay, guys, you beautiful people, you have 20 seconds to get your Kiddush in order. Cantor, I assume you've got yours. You're a veteran.
Yeah.
Okay, I did consider doing it with wine, but eventually went for something a little more weather appropriate. And no, I'm not getting a cut from Finlandia producers, though when I think about it, maybe I should approach them. All right, Cantor David, take her up.
V'shamru v'nisrael Shabbat, la'asod el Shabbat, l'dor tamid olam, b'nei b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam, ki sheishet yomim asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et haaretz, u'b'yom hashvi shavai nafash. Al kein berach Adonai, et yom hashabbat v'kadshehu savri.
L'chaim.
Berachat Adonai, Eloheinu macholam b'rei priya gafen. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom,
Hey, hey, hey.
Shabbat, 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 Shabbat.
Shalom. Yashar Koach, Cantor David. Yashar Koach, everybody. We're going to stop the recording in 3, 2, 1. Now.